So can you learn singing with zero talent? It's a really good question, so watch till the end because there's a lot of interesting things that you need to know about. The first thing you have to know is that after working with about 400 people on their voices, I found out that there's no such thing as zero talent. The talent scale is actually like a gradient from 1 to 10. You can actually start with a certain amount of talent, but I've never seen a 1 out of 10, and I've never seen a 9 or a 10 out of 10 that never practiced singing. So realistically, when you first start singing, you might be somewhere between 2 out of 10 and 8 out of 10. Just so you know, most of my students were starting in the 4 out of 10 to the 5 out of 10 range. If I would assess myself back when I started practicing singing in 2013, I would probably be a 3.5 out of 10. Second of all, and this is very important, even though you might start with a certain talent, you can unconsciously develop bad vocal habits during your lifetime, and those might reduce your score by a lot. You have to know that those mostly come from emotional trauma or medical conditions that interfere with the way you speak. And obviously, if your speaking pattern is affected, then your singing pattern is affected as well. The two most common ones are a breathy voice or a strained voice. For example, even though my student Maria might have started with a 5 out of 10 talent level, because her voice was really strained and tense, she probably sounds like a 3 out of 10 here. But after 1 year, she sounds like a 5.5 out of 10. And 2 years later, she sounds like a 7 out of 10. So there's a clear improvement here. My second example is Gabby, who in my opinion started with a 2 out of 10.
Never last, that was just a dream, just a dream.
But that's because he also had a lot of mucus on his vocal cords from other medical conditions he had, and that mucus prevented him from controlling his voice properly. But 1 year and 8 months later, he sounds like a solid 7 out of 10 on this song.
So thank you, Jack Daniels, on number 7. Tennessee whiskey got me drinking in heaven and
So basically, to answer your question, it's very unlikely that you have zero talent. But whatever the point you're starting from is, the good news is that you can improve by a lot, especially if you get help from a singing coach. Follow my page for more singing techniques and tips.